Hi everyone, me again. I'm a lot more happier now and excited and practically had to be restrained earlier. So there is another item for you here, wonderful book I read. For where I work, I have access to a lot of books and whatnot. This book was written by a comedian, Julio Torres. Sounds like he's Irish or something like that. Kidding. Very good writing. Very amazing detail. I wanted to talk about this for the longest time. Been going through a lot lately. I'm contributing to what like I always said, I'm always trying to do whatever I can. But like I said, I have a lot going on family-wise and with other things going on. This is the same. Things come in threes. That's a lot of manure. Things come in tens and thousands. I found this book. I was processing it where I work, and I'm like, I want to be a Vase. And the illustration is Julian Glander. This book has to be in every teacher's classroom. This book is so cute. I can't even say what I want to say. The lamp, the pillow, the plant. I think even the keyboard here. I don't know what that's a clock, whatever. But like it's the illustration, very it just pops at you. It's very cool. The vacuum. Hey, let's not go there. First couple pages, it's just beautiful artwork. And if you can't really see this, I apologize. I will tell you more. I want to be a Vase, big city here. The first, I was very amazed. You know, you eat with your eyes first, I was always taught. You know, this here I like the most. You have all these square windows, and the one circular, and it zooms in on this page. So you have no word, especially for kids who are having probably a difficult time learning how to read and whatnot. This is a good way, I feel, to get them at least to open the book, and that makes them have to on the page, and then you have the quiet living room now here, going into the bathroom. It's like you're walking through a house. It's giving you the house tour. And on our left side here we have, and then all you hear right here, there's a toilet. Cute plunger says, "Hi, I have something to say." And again, this artwork it just pops. Is the best way of putting it. All you see here is this little plunger says, "Hi, I have something I want to say. I want to be a Vase." So very short, concise, accessible. The bathtub says, "How? What?" The toilet's like, "A vase? Like for flowers?" The sink says, "Sorry, but that's impossible." The plunger says, "Why is that impossible?" I said I was going to read it to you, but I'm going to read a little bit to you. And then, of course, this plant here says, "Because you're a plunger." So everything has feelings. It has I like how the author did that here. And the plunger is insisting now, I want to be a Vase. I don't like my job anymore. Being a plunger, I wouldn't want to be a plunger. The kind of fun to play with at the store, and then the manager says, "Stop doing that." And right here, he's basically putting his rubber down. But I don't want to be a plunger anymore. I want to be a Vase. Again, it just pops. And then, of course, you have the vacuum. It comes in, canister vacuum, and basically this is like the voice of reason. You can't be a plunger. You're a Vase. You're a plunger. This is the job you're meant for. Sink has his job. Toilet has his job. And there's some really funny zingers in here. Is this because you think doing bathroom stuff with me is gross? Come on. That's a zinger. And that's not a zinger. I don't know what else is. This vacuum just is like, no. Now last time and basically the plunger just basically says, "Well, watch me. Watch what happens." He's hopping out the door. This is, again, for anyone who's having a hard time starting to read. If you have your kids or your teacher or aide in the classroom, I would go with this. Even if they don't want to read it just yet, let them look at the artwork and the pictures. And then they'll see, "Wait, the vacuum can talk?" Stuff like that. And this is what sold me on everything. Everything is, the plunger is going through the house, making sure no one's around. The pillow, question mark over its head. The plant, question mark over its head. The computer, everything. And then, of course, it gets to the kitchen. And then there's the vacuum. What exactly are you doing? Kind of like a prison guard. Oh, and the blender, the pot, they all like, and he basically makes himself look like a Vase. He just takes some flowers, tapes them to himself. If that's not personification, I don't know what else is. And then, of course, the vacuum is like, the pot wants it like, "Well, you know what, I want to be a trash can. I don't want to be a pot anymore." And the vacuum is like, "No, this is ridiculous." And then you have the trash says, "Well, since we're being honest, I want to be a pillow on the couch." Now, you got the trash can wanting to be a pillow on the couch. This would make kids want to read. And then, of course, the vacuum, he's getting more and more angry. And then the mug says, "I want to be a light." The mirror says, "I want to be a pillow too. A sharp, breakable, dangerous pillow. Another zinger." Puzzles, everything. Everything has life in this book. And of course, the sink, the lamps, oh my god. vacuum is at now, we're nearing the end. The vacuum is about to just lose its, well, we're all grown-ups here. Vacuum loses its SHIT. And it's like, no! Everywhere, dust. Hairdryer wants to be a vacuum. The vacuum is now like, oh, Joe, baby, there, I just wet myself. Everywhere. And he's got to clean it up now. Hairdryer is now like, oh, let me help you, and amazing. Everyone has their job. It's the last few lines. I know I wasn't made to hold flowers. I was made for plunging, but that wasn't my choice. I want to be a vase. And you want to be a vacuum. Isn't that nice to see everyone happy? And then, of course, fine, you're a vase. I'm so glad you think so because, you know, a vase that talks too much. What? Nothing. I like your flowers. And then you have the coming, you know, going back out. So it's almost like a movie in a book. Julio Torres, and he's the creator of creator and the star of My Favorite Shapes, illustrated by Julian Glander. Very accessible. It has one of the reviews on here is, if I were a book, I'd want to be I Want to Be a Vase book. Funny, charming, and a great read out loud for kids of any age. Melissa De La Cruz, #1 New York Times bestselling author. There was another one here. This book is such a delicious feast for the eyes. It makes me want to be a refrigerator so I can store the leftovers. Bowen Yang, actor, Saturday Night Live. Rave reviews. It's from June of this year. Please read this to your kids. Anyone that may be having a hard time learning to read. 5 out of 5. I'm going to go read this again. I'm just going to enjoy it. So, as Josh would always say, for now, keep reading. Bye.